Namaskar, dear seekers, and welcome to all. So, dear seeker, today Sunday, and today we will be together for 3 hours. I don't know, maybe some of you may be able to stay for half an hour, whatever is possible for you. So, first, I would like to introduce myself in short. My name is Cyriaque. I'm practicing spirituality for more than 24 years, and I live in India also for over 10 years. And presently, we are based in Germany, where we are establishing an ashram for SSRF. And SSRF is a acronym of the Spiritual Science Research Foundation. It's a non-profit spiritual organization that is registered in USA, Australia, Europe, and it has two main objectives. One objective is to spread spirituality, and the second is how to guide a seeker in their spiritual journey all the way to God realization. For that, we have a website with more than 900 articles, and as well we have many platforms on our website, such as the live chat, the live stream that we have almost on a daily basis. As well, we have on a weekly basis, we have one-on-one or spiritual online meetings of different levels in English and other languages. So if some of you are, we will paste also later on, and I will come back to it during the live stream today. We'll paste in the chat also during that time the different platform that can be available for you. How we will proceed for today? So we have divided these 3 hours in around 5 slots of 40 minutes, and we will do different self-healing technique that we will practice together, and I will ask you to feel and experience and do it yourself. Then after that we will do 30 minutes of collective meditations, and then of course after that, if any questions you have or experience, you can share and we can take also. And then we will make some small announcement and we'll go to the second. So the first 2-3 slot will be mainly different self-healing technique and specific mudra also that will be practiced together today, as well as collective meditations. So dear seeker, before we start, we can make a prayer to God. We can chant in our mind or focus on your breath for 1 minute, and then we will start. So dear seekers, I think some of you just join in between. What we will do today, we'll be together for around 3 hours, and we will do different slots of collective meditations along with practicing different self-healing techniques, specific Nias or mudras. And we'll do it together, and I will ask you also how you feel before, after, so that you can judge by yourself. So dear seeker, for the first slot, that what we will do, I will explain about how we can remove this negative covering around oneself. We have also an article self-explanatory on our website. Just will display an image. Some of you must be knowing already, because every time I show the same image, but maybe some of you are new, is from our hands. We have each finger is associated to a cosmic element. So you can see the small finger is absolute earth elements, and there is water, fire, air, and ether. This is what we call the panchatattvas, the 5 cosmic element. And we'll come back that actually from this vibration coming from our finger when we practice spirituality or grow spiritually, these principles becomes more active, and that's why from the science of mudras, this came. So dear seekers, this we use our hands. Here we have this intangible covering around us. In today's time, we can see presently, if we follow the news, we can see that everywhere there is more and more turmoils, more difficulties, because presently we are entering in a phase which is more difficult, where negativity also is more prominent. And I'm sure some of you may be experiencing, I don't know if some of you experience, you can also share in the chat that when you go outside or you go to public places and you come back, you may feel something around you, either heaviness, lethargy, or you experience more negative thoughts in natures out of nowhere. And this actually what happened today, there is more negativity in the atmosphere, and this comes on us. It's like a spiritual pollution, and it comes like a form of invisible smoke that we can't see, but we can maybe sometimes perceive. And that will go all around our body, because our body, we have a gross body, but most of our constitutions are subtle in nature. The mind, the intellect are actually subtle, and they are around us, in us. So these negative vibrations get stuck around ourselves. What in the way they remain stuck around our, we can call aura, we can say, and they are intangible. So what we do with using our fingers, because energy, come from our fingers. So when we meditate, or especially when we repeat a divine name, like what we call chanting, or focusing on the breath with concentrations, then at that time this element becomes more active, especially when we repeat a divine name, because that divine name we attract within us, and it comes through the energy through our eyes, fingertips, or feet. So what we can do is we'll do an exercise now. First, before, it's like I will show you how we do. So now first I will show you, and then we will do the exercise. So I just display, you can look at it, is in a way you focus on your breath or you chant, and you remove. In this motion, here we have the chakras, crown chakra, mid-brow chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, 1 centimeter above plexus. So you remove in these motions. Sometimes you can do it for 2, 3, 4 times around the chakra, around the eyes, also is very important. I will show also above the head, the crown chakra, and especially behind also, because this is where negativity reside or sometimes affect us in the back. So of course there is limitation how far you can go behind, and then sometimes you do it with closed eyes, or you can do it with open eyes, with less speed or more speed, and you can go down all to the Manipur chakra down, also because what we call the navel, because at that area also sometimes negativity can be there. And if some of you while doing this exercise feel like yawning, burping, just let it be, because that is a good thing. That means negativity comes out from our body. But before we start this healing technique, I will ask you to close your eyes, and you now try to see how is you feel, how is your state of mind, how is your thoughts in your mind. So just do that for a minute, and I will tell you when you open eyes. Try to see for yourself how you feel now from inside. Do you feel calm, stable, agitated? Okay, so now you try to remember how you felt, And now we can start removing this covering. So you can do it with closed eyes or open eyes. It's good with closed eyes also because some concentration is there. When you do the eyes, doing with open eyes. And if you have glasses, you can remove the glasses and doing in this way. Not like this way. So we can do that for around 2 minutes to 3 minutes. If some of you have pain with one shoulder, you can do it with one arm only also. But try to concentrate. Concentration is important. Don't forget to do behind the neck, on the base where is the shoulders. Sometimes it feels like there is some wind. Go down, you can go down to the navel also. And if some of you experience more resistance, whether it is at the navel or whether it is at the mid-broad chakra or the throat, do it for a longer time. Let's say some of you feel something here, pressure, then concentrate on that chakra. You can do again with the eyes. If you have glasses, remove it. So now you can stop. But what I will ask you to do now, you close eyes again and see what you feel inside. Any difference? So, dear seekers, anyone would like to share? You can write in the chat if anyone you felt anything before we started. What was your state of mind, or not? Any difference? Whether it is same or you feel less thoughts in the mind, or did any one of you experience yawning? I think from Sonal Kadambari, I think you share you are feeling calm and peaceful now. Anybody else? I don't know if some of you are practicing sometime, maybe I think because some of you are coming, I know many names that is familiar. So whether you are doing it also at home, because I think some of you must be knowing. Okay, so let's see, maybe it's time stack to get registered. For what we will do, you can keep writing, that is fine, but we will go now to from Havanti, feeling light. Okay, so dear seeker, what we will do now, we will start with our first slot of collective meditations for 30 minutes, but I will share briefly for those who, if somebody is new. So what we'll do, we will meditate and for around 30 minutes. In the same time, what we do, we play in the background a divine name. The divine name that we play today is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We'll play 2 times, 1 time Sri Gurudev Datta and 3 times Krishna chant, because his divine name has that ability to reduce negative vibration to some extent. So for those of you who practice meditations, and some of you practice chanting or repeat also mantras, it is to repeat a divine name or mantra in mind. So what you can do, you can close your eyes, you can do your own meditations, or repeat the mantras that you are familiar or divine name, and you can just regulate the audio in the background. And if some of you want to try to repeat this divine name, you can try to see what you experience. For those who are new, what you can do, you can either with closed eyes, you can either focus on your breath, you can also focus to the audio, or you can repeat aloud or by mind as per the speed of the audio. What you can see what helps you. So dear seeker, you can sit in a comfortable positions. It's not compulsory to sit in a cross-legged posture, because in meditations, if somebody has any injury, or you may not be able to concentrate. And to remember, it is a mind that needs to go into meditative state. You can always put your finger in that mudra on your lap or on your legs in a relaxed positions. That helps also. So dear seeker, now you can close your eyes. You can take a couple of deep breaths. You can few more time focus on the breath, but try to breathe a little bit longer or deeper, so that the breath, speed of the breath reduce. So now we will meditate for around 30 minutes. So in a few seconds, when we start the audio, that is beginning of the collective meditation.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 ॐ नमो भगवते आय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
So, dear seekers, now you remain with closed eyes. We'll do the same exercise, and now you try to see what you feel inside, how you feel deeper inside. Any difference? I will let you know when to open eyes. So dear seekers, you can open eyes now. I don't know if some of you would like to share also in the chat how you felt as a difference. I think few of you already share from what we did in beginning, removing this negative covering using the fingertips. I think some say feeling lighter, better and lighter. Also, quite a few of you share the same. Before, some were feeling more restlessness, then feeling more calm. And some felt chanting is happening more smoothly. So that is good. So this was for removing the covering, but now with when we did now together the collective meditations, any things that you felt, some feeling calmer from Andras, Ola, and from Venkat you feel bliss in the head. From Gori, you say you are feeling very peaceful. There is a question. Says I will just take a questions from. I think from you, Jazz, and you said, how do I be with you always? Why does the feeling of separations from the Guru happen? And how does one feel close to the Guru, or as the Guru feel close to the seeker? See, just to tell you, Jazz, and see how ultimately the God principle is within us, and the one with the guiding principle of God we call Guru. In a way, it is like God is everywhere now, but we can't experience it because of our highness, ego. But when we practice spirituality more and more, then we are able to experience that actually God's presence is around us. Because of course, in sense of when we say Guru, we experience the God principle more, because this is a God principle only that is more. Their five senses, mind and intellect, are very less, and their God principle, the soul within, is much more as compared to us as an individual. Our mind, five senses, and intellect is more active, and the God principle is more covered. So as we keep practicing, growing spiritually, then that separations, or what we feel as a separations, we're able to experience, because that we feel that God is everywhere all the time, or that connection between guru or disciple also we're able to experience, that is everywhere. God is everywhere. Or the teaching principle of God is omnipresent, omniscience. From Yolanda Cosma, you say you're feeling more content now and more at ease also. Very good, dear seekers. So, dear seekers, just to go ahead, because we can go to the next sessions, the next lot of our session today. So now what we will do, we will start with what we call Tower Mudra, and there are two specific mudra. One is a Tower Mudra, and the other one is this way. It's the same thing. As I share, if some of you are just joining, today, presently, negativity in the surrounding atmosphere is more, and there is this covering, these spiritual pollutions wherever we go, and it goes around us, because our constitution is not just the gross body. Our constitution is also subtle, the mind, the intellect, the subtle. We have a subtle body. So these negative vibrations cover us and also cover our chakras. We have 7 chakras, from the crown chakra, mid-broad chakra. So as I shared before, we're using this technique using the fingertips, because energy comes from our fingertips while we practice chanting, or when we achieve more higher concentrations. So now we will do, it's another technique. It is called Tower Mudra. And with some of you, maybe we have published on our website also. And with some of you probably know practice. But what I will do now, I will demonstrate 2 different techniques. And we will do it together with exercise. So first technique is, you can see. So you put it, see there is above, we don't touch the head, we give some space in between, and while we focus on chanting or the breath better, Then we go down slowly, and then we can remain in front of the mid-broad chakra for some time. It is better to do it with closed eyes. Then we can stay in front of the throat chakra. So mainly we need to move up down to the navel, and then the other heart chakra, 1 centimeter above plexus. So ultimately we do these motions and going down to the try to reach as far as possible you can at the level of the base of the spine, the neck, and then going back. So what you can do now, you can do it with closed eyes. You can do that, and you can try to do it with not too fast speed. Try also to remain sometime in front. You can be in front of the eyes for few seconds, 10 seconds, or if you experience at one point when you go slowly and you are at the level of the heart chakra and you experience pressure, then you remain like that for also 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Then go down to the navel and go back again. So like that, we'll do that exercise for 2-3 minutes, and then you see what you feel. You can remain with closed eyes. It's important for concentrations. Either you can repeat the divine name in mind, or you can focus on your breath. And I will ask you to see what you feel during this period. So we can doing it. And some of you is not clear, you can keep looking. I will still also do it with you. You can see what is the chakra, whether it's a crown chakra, mid-throat chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, 1 centimeter above plexus, or the navel. Where are you experiencing more resistance, or whether it is same for each one? We can try to see which one is more. Sometimes you can go slightly faster, but when you experience some more heaviness or pressure, then you can stop it for some time. It's important not to touch the face. You keep some 4-5 centimeter away. Now we can stop. I don't know if some of you like to share in the chat how you felt, any sensations or feeling or experience. We can tap sharing. I will also show you another technique. This is a palm. This is what we're facing front and back. It's like a mudra, and same thing. Either you place it in front of the heart chakra. It's the same way. Instead of doing the tower mudra, then you also and try to go back down the neck as far as you can, what is possible for you. Same thing whenever you experience pressure at the level of the mid-broad chakra, then stay for some time, 4-5 centimeters away, with closed eyes and focusing on the divine name or your breath. And then you can go down similarly all the way to the heart chakra. And then you can change position also, like this. And then go down to the navel chakra, Manipur chakra. Similarly, do it with closed eyes. So we do like that. We'll do again same thing for around 2 minutes. Try to see if anything you feel while doing it. Similarly, you can do either slowly and sometimes make some pause in some chakra if you feel any resistance or pressure at that chakra. To do it with closed eyes, just as to remain concentrate. You can change position, remember? You can change the palm from the other side. So, dear seeker, we can stop now. I don't know if anyone would like to share how you felt. Either you can set Tower Mudra, I felt like this, or the palm facing both different directions. How you felt. So you can share, or if you remember, you can write later also. But it's more for you if you are experiencing something. It looks simple only, but actually it is quite helpful. I don't know if any of you have any sensation, because maybe for some may be experiencing at the level of the heart chakra more light. Some may be experiencing pressure here. That is also a good sign, because if you experience, some may start feeling some headache. That is also something good, because that means the positivity generate and the friction with that negative vibrations, and it can create some experience heat also, more heat. Some experience more heaviness in the head. So that is also, whether it is we feeling lighter, or some of you may feel more heaviness or sleepiness. That is also something good you can share. Why I'm saying, because even though it may look negative, it may look like a negative experience, you feel more tired, more heavy, but to understand it is normal, because as you start doing this specific mudra, it takes some time. It cannot just go within a few seconds. We just practice for 2 minutes. It is something that can be practiced daily. It is something you can do before you start your meditation sessions, or before you start your specific chanting, your specific divine name or mantra. You can sit. You can do removing this covering and do this tower mudra, and that slowly, this covering around us start reducing. So initially we may find more resistance or more heaviness because we experience the covering. I think some of you say it helps a lot. Pour Virginie, dit dommage que ce soit pas en français. Oui, on peut vous expliquer aussi, Virginie, séparément. On pourra vous envoyer un mail, on a des seekers qui parlent très bien le français. I was saying that because I speak French also, that we can explain to Virginie in French. We have some seekers. We can speak to Virginie. From Sonal, you feel tower mudra, felt sensations at the level of the Ajna chakra, and you feel some tingling, and you feel more clarity. From Gori, you felt heat. I explained, no? Heat is also a good sign. From Anna, while doing the tower mudra, you felt chanting was deeper. That's good also, and with more concentrations. From wonder, you felt pressure on the eyes. So what you can do, wonder, you can remember that first technique, no? Removing, and then you can do also the palm in front of the eyes. Or the tower mudra, you remain in front of the eyes. You can do it with open eyes also at that time. From Parisa, feeling burping, and you felt sensation in the palm. And from Atarma, you felt energy around the head. That's good also. And the chest. Very good, dear seekers. So, dear seeker, we have to, for Mankatesh, you try Sri Krishna. And okay. So, dear seeker, what we can do now, we will, because we are running behind the time, so we will go now for the next slot of the collective meditation. But now we will play the divine name of Data Chant. And this divine name has that ability to protect us from departed ancestors to some extent, and can give them to some extent also some momentum. So what we can do, I think I will share, we will play the divine name in the background while we will do meditations. You can either repeat your own divine name or mantras. You can repeat the divine name that we are playing also. And you can just regulate the audio in the background. We will do that for around 20 minutes now. So, dear seeker, you can sit in a comfortable position. You can close your eyes. You can take a couple of deep breaths. And in a few seconds, when we start the audio, that will be beginning of the collective meditation.
Shri Gurudev Datta 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 श्री गुरुदेव दत्त, 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 श्री गुरुदेव दत्त 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 श्री गुरुदेव datta, Shri Gurudeva 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 datta.
So, dear seekers, you can remain with closed eyes. Just try to see what you feel deeper inside. Any difference as compared from where you join or compared from the previous sessions. Oh, dear seekers, you can open eyes now. If someone you would like to share in the chat how you felt, how is your state of mind, and what you feel deeper inside. There's a question from Grunia you said, can we use any of these mudras, or we need to do all the three mudras? You can see ultimately they are of different types, so each one helps, no? Because they have different technique. But you can see some of you may respond better to one, so some of you may experience more healing with the tower mudra, some maybe experience with the palm. You can see what helps you more. But it's like, just to give an example, see vitamin A, B, C, D. So of course, in some of us, we may need more special vitamin, but ultimately we need. So because, as I shared, no, every finger is associated with an element. So the tower mudra, this fire element may be more active. This is a different type of mudra. So this is different vibrations. So ultimately, we need all the vibration to help us, but because of course our spiritual constitution is different, so our response to a specific mudra, some may help us more than another, but it's good to try the tree also from time to time. So just to share, dear Shikar, we have you can just, we have a little bit more time. We will go soon to the next session, but before that, I would like to share with all of you. We have the collective meditation actually from Monday to Saturday. It is for 1 hour duration from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Central European Time. But we will have a special live stream on Saturday, 16 December. We'll display an image. It will be the fundraiser of SSRF. The topic it is One World, One Family. We'll be sharing in this fundraising. Her Holiness Bhavna Shinde will be present. His Holiness Dengle Shix, Sean Clark, the editor of SSRF, where they will share about SSRF website and the tour of Her Holiness Bhavna Shinde across Asia Pacific, North America, His Holiness Dengle Shix across all Latin America, where they have met, they travel extensively for almost throughout the year, and they went to many countries, met people from different sort of lives and different paths also, and they have the same unique experience that actually, even though we may come from so many different countries, even from following different paths, we feel that with spirituality we can feel that one unity of this family feeling. And we'll be sharing in this special fundraising, of course, about how we are establishing also an ashram in Europe, for all Europe, and it is in renovation. So we'll be showing different videos about the tour, about the renovations, something quite interesting that is on 16 December, will be from 5:30 to 6 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Central European Time, so you can always register to this event. So, dear seeker, we will go to the next part of our sessions, where we will now, some of you probably know, we will practice the Nias posture, and of course we will do after the 30 minutes of collective meditations. It is the same thing. We'll again display another image, the same, but the one I showed in beginning now, if some of you remember. Otherwise I will explain again if you have joined in between. So through our fingertips, energy comes out, because actually energy comes out from our feet, our eyes and hands. And when we grow spiritually or we practice spirituality, this element actually become more active. So through the small finger, it is a earth element, water, fire element, air and heater. And when we do some specific posture with fingers, and it generate a specific type of energy, and that's what we call mudra or Nias. And we will come back, and what I will show you now is a simple technique called Nias, is by bringing the 5 finger together. So that means all these 5 elements, and you place it on the chakras. You know, we have 7 chakra, no? Crown chakra, mid-broad chakra, throat chakra. Heart chakra is a centimeter just above the plexus. Then you have the navel and below. So what you can do, we will practice by putting the fingers at the level of the chakras. I will go profile so you can also see better. So you can first start by placing your fingers at the level of the mid-broad chakra and the heart chakra, slightly above the plexus. And what I will ask you to do is, what we will do, I will ask, either you can focus on your breath, or you can focus by repeating the divine name and see what you feel. We'll do that for a few minutes. So first we can do this posture, and after I will ask you to change, or you can change either from the mid-broad chakra to the navel, and keep the one in the heart chakra. And then after that, what you can do, you can see which one, and throat chakra also, and after which one you experience more pressure and more resistance, and you can concentrate on that chakra. So we'll do like by slot of 2-3 minutes, and you can observe also what is your experience, whether you feel pleasant, whether you feel pressure, pain. That is a good sign. When you experience more pressure at that time, that means that some healing is happening. So dear seeker, we can start now. You can first initially do it with closed eyes, then after with closed eyes, just to have some concentrations. So you can start by putting on the mid-brow and heart chakra, and then you can focus on your breath or repeat the divine name in your mind if you are repeating a divine name. If some of you after some experience shoulder pain, you can change like that. Or if it's too hard, you can just do it with one hand also and exchange. That is also okay. So we do that for 2 minutes now, 2-3 minutes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Not to press hard, and you can just lightly touch.
Vasudevaya.
Similarly, the fingertips don't have to be pressing hard between each other, slightly to bring them together.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Now you can bring down one chakra to the navel. The other chakra you can keep at the heart chakra.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Now what you can do, you can see which chakra you want to do. Heart chakra, throat chakra, mid-throat chakra or navel. You can decide if you want to keep 2 chakras or choose 1 chakra. You can choose the one of it where you experience discomfort that will be better, or you feel more healing is happening. We'll do that for another 2 minutes.
वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते.
Those who usually experience more emotions can keep at the level of your heart chakra.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
If you have digestion problem, you can put at the level of the navel.
भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
If you have problem with hormonals or thyroid, you can do at the level of the throat chakra.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
And those who experience sometime no remembering or no sort of blank can do at the level of the mid-throat chakra.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
You can stop now.
ॐ नमो
I don't know if some of you would like to share in chakra, if you like to share which chakra you felt, anything specific you experienced by doing the Nias on the specific chakra, whether you had any experience, positive or negative, whether you feel calmness, light, or you feel like burping, or some of you felt more like heaviness or choking. So it can also be. So just to share that all is positive means what it means is, even though you may experience pain, that means that the positivity of the Nias coming out from the fingers, no? As you saw the image, is entering the chakras. Because what happened, no? In today's time, chakras are very important for us. They are more dormant within us. It is what we call our spiritual system, subtle system, but actually negativity vibration will try to cover them so that they cannot help us. It's like putting cobweb, no, or something. So because it is not used, it is dormant within us, then negativity cover the chakra within us. So in a way we spiritually cannot uplift ourselves. I think there is a question. In the meantime, you can share. But in the meantime, there is a question from Arlena Amora. You said you are going through a hurtful divorce and you have a lot of pain. What can help? Arlene, just to share, going through those situations, actually most of the time, whether it is marriage, birth, death, marriage or divorce, usually part of destiny, and then we experience either happiness or unhappiness. So what you can do is there are two things that can help you. One is repeating God's name in the mind, because it helps. See, what happens is we keep on remembering the past situations or the situations that hurt us, and then the mind remains entangled in those thoughts, especially in the past hurtful situations. And of course, our mind goes also in the future and goes often in that worry what will happen. So we don't experience calmness, because usually mind should be present, and chanting, repeating a divine name in the mind helps to reduce those thoughts in the mind and brings the mind to more stability, more to a present tense. So automatically our mind get busy instead of getting busy by listening to unnecessary or hurtful thoughts from the past. So our mind gets diverted, and on plus we receive divine energy from this divine name, because there is a principle: name, form, and energy coexist. So when we repeat a divine name, we also imbibe this divine energy within us. And the second is, if let's say you feel hurt, so there is some emotions, and these thoughts, or we can say past situation, keeps on playing in our mind or remembering, we can do what we call an auto-suggestions. We can explain to you later. We can share with you this practice of how to work on overcoming emotionalism, worry, fear, or different things that can happen when we develop insecurity. Then we can work on them on a practical way that help us to overcome impression from the past. And we have many seekers who practice it as a spiritual practice, because ultimately when we overcome those impressions or negative impression within us, then we are able to remain stable, and automatically we are able to be more happy. From Gauri, you say when you were doing the Nias on the throat chakra, you felt tightness, and after some time you felt relaxed. That's a good thing. Okay, dear seekers. So, dear seekers, now we can move on to what we will do. We'll move on to the collective meditation for 30 minutes. We will do, and this way we'll play the divine name of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So what you can do, for those who practice meditations, you can just close your eyes. You can do your own meditations. For those who practice chanting, you can similarly close your eyes, and you can repeat the divine name or mantras that you are familiar to. And you can just regulate on the audio in the background. For those who are new, you can just either focus on your breath. You can also either repeat aloud or by mind as per the speed of the audio, or you can just listen with concentrations. You can sit in a comfortable positions. If some who have actually injuries can lay down, because the entering meditations is not the limitations, because it's just the body, the mind enter meditation, not the body. So if anyone have any pain or injury, you will not be able to concentrate if you sit in a meditative posture. So that is not the most important in meditation. So Jessica, you can close your eyes now. You can take a couple of deep breaths. You can try to breathe a little bit, few more times, a little bit deeper and longer. And in a few seconds, when we start the audio, that will be the collective meditations.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते.
Dear seekers, you can remain with closed eyes. Try to see what you feel now deeper inside. And I will let you know when to open eyes. Any feeling from inside us that you are feeling. Dear seekers, you can open eyes now. And if some of you would like to share in the chat how you felt or any questions also, if you have. Just to share, we have the collective meditations daily from Monday to Saturday at the same time, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Central European time. As well, if you have any questions that some we can cover today, but don't hesitate to ask on our live chat facility. You can ask this in English or other languages. We have seekers across the world who take shift and they do it as a spiritual practice to be able to answer your questions within 24 to 48 hours. And we have also online spiritual meetings that you can come, join, and learn. All our live stream online platform are free of charge because everything is done as our service to God, as our spiritual practice. So you can also support us. You can always donate and help us. And just to share also to all of you, we'll display an image that we will have a fundraiser on 16 December from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Central European time, because I share SSRF is a non-profit organization and we are able to sustain and develop due to your donations. So all donations are welcome, and in this we will share with you about the beautiful experience when Her Holiness Bhavana Shinde, His Holiness Dan Gleshik travel all around the world. As you can see in the image here, His Holiness Dan Gleshik is in, I think, La Paz, Latin America, and I think Her Holiness Bhavana Shinde is in USA, and you can see they are coming from different parts of continents and the world. And it is the same experience that they had, is that they feel oneness with other, irrespective or which continent, race, or path, because spirituality bound everyone, and that's why we are aiming also, and they are in 2024, they will travel again across the world to share to others the importance of spirituality and spiritual practice. We'll be showing also different video during this live stream as well. We'll show you also how we are getting ready with ashram that we are preparing in Europe. We'll be showing also different videos. It is quite interesting. That is on 16 December. So if you like to come and join, otherwise it is already there on our event site. And if you feel that someone may be interested, you can also share on your social media platforms about our live streams that are coming. So dear seekers, just would like to share now, we'll have one more slot of collective meditations, but before that also I would like to share about the source of inspiration of SSRF. It is His Holiness Dr. Jayant Balaji Attavali will display an image. It is a sense from higher orders from India. It's actually Paratpat Guru. And he realized that while doing his practice, that many people did not recover despite best medical treatment, and they were completely cured by meeting different saints, holy persons, or visiting holy places in India. Then he realized there must be some limitations in medical science, and he himself traveled across India, met his guru, and today there is also, he wrote many books on spirituality, and from that SSRF has now more than 900 articles. And we have also, he has also shared and explained about how to overcome defect within oneself. And many seekers who practice this technique are able to experience a lot of inner change and transformations, because the aim is how we, as a human being now, we should always be happy, and the only way is by practicing spirituality. And just to share also that SSRF, in conjunction with Adhyatma Vishwavidyalaya, that is the University of Spirituality, we publish also different research is published on our website, and there is a 5 days spiritual workshop in an ashram in India, and I would like to play a small trailer of 3 minutes that is quite nice, and it will explain about this workshop that will take place.
In our busy lives, we rarely get quality time for ourselves. Now's the time to take a moment, to really take a moment and give yourself a spiritual break. Step into a world of high spiritual positivity. Remove negativity. To cleanse and rejuvenate. Re-engage with life. With a new vision. Learn new life tools with workshop-style interactive sessions. Discover unique spiritual research and get guidance from saints. And learn to look within to awaken the light within you. Come home. Come home. Welcome home. Come join us at the 5-day spiritual workshops at the Maharishi Adhyatma Vishwavidyalaya in Goa, India, for peace and faster spiritual progress.
So, dear seeker, just to share this, we have a workshop coming in the end of this year. So, we're spending the end of the year in India and experience ashram life and to change ourselves for a new year coming. 2024. So that is on 20. We'll paste the date on 27 December to 31st December, and from January also and February. So dear seekers, now we'll go back to our collective meditations. So everyone is doing. How is everyone doing? I don't know if some of you are there for many hours or already 1 hour, 2 hours. How you are feeling? I think some of you are share. I think there's a question from G. You say, when I chant Lord Datta, I almost cannot hear it. Will it still be helpful? I say, of course. Even though you may see, if you may find you repeat but you can't hear it, you can also listen to the audio and try to concentrate on the audio, try to repeat slowly by mind. Because slowly you will see there are some days we are able to experience more, some days less. You just to understand that even though we repeat, we experience some days less, we imbibe the divine energy, and the mechanism of repetitions helps to grow the impression within us. And then after that, even chanting can happen during sleep. So dear seekers, what we will do now, we will go to our last collective meditations. So just to share in short, you can of course, will place the divine name of Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So why we place this divine name? And because it has that capacity to reduce this negative vibration that is more predominant. And today also, I think tomorrow will be full moon. So during new moon, full moon, this negativity activity is more. There is an article who explain about the effect of moon on men. And during this time, we experience sometimes more restlessness, more struggle, more heaviness. So also this divine name, we recommend that you can download this audio for free from our website, and you can play it in your home in low tone, as well as in your room where you sleep, especially because during night when we sleep, at that time the peak of negativity is from after sunset to 3 a.m. This is where the negativity is most. And so playing this divine name act as a protective shield. But of course, just to share, just listening, repeating as more and repeating with concentrations, we get more benefit. So dear seekers, now you can sit in a comfortable positions. For those who are new, you can just listen to the audio with concentration. You can focus on your breath also, or repeat aloud or by mind. Regulate the audio in the background. And for those who practice meditation or chanting of repeating a divine name or mantra, you can do the same. You can practice your meditation. You can repeat the divine name or mantra that you are familiar to. And you can just regulate the audio in the background. So dear seekers, now you can close your eyes. You can take a couple of deep breaths. You can continue to focus on the breath a few more times. And in a few seconds, when we start the audio, to the beginning of the collective meditation.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते 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 वासुदेवाय 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 ॐ नमो भगवते.
Dear seekers, you can remain with closed eyes. You can try to see what you feel deeper inside. How is your state of mind now? I will let you know when to open eyes. Dear seekers, you can open eyes now. And if some of you would like to share in the chat how you felt, Some of you, if you have not shared already, but when we did a different self-healing technique or any difference when we were playing the Data chant or the Krishna chant, there is a comment from Deepak Chakok. You said you had stiffness in the back and that you can now move the neck more freely. Otherwise, after long hours, my neck will become more stiff. Oh, that's very good, no, Deepak? Just by doing self-healing remedy, just to share, because the problems that we face often happen at the physical level, psychological level, and it can be also at the spiritual level. But we always recommend that when we had any physical ailment or problems to meet a doctor. Similarly, if somebody there is any depressions or some psychological issue, we recommend to see a psychologist. But here in your case, what can happen is when we have some physical ailment like stiffness or pain, so of course there may be some physical reason, and because of the healing happening, so that stiffness become less or the problem reduce, because often wherever there is a problem like physical or psychological, then that spiritual dimension also can affect, from the negativity can affect and increase the problem or the symptom. That's why in SSRF we recommend to follow a holistic approach by whenever you have any physical or psychological problem, to meet a doctor in that field and to combine with self-healing remedy like what we are doing about repeating a divine name in mind, as well as doing the different techniques that we have shown. For us in SSRF, we suggest not to go and see healers because presently we don't know whether the healer is positive or the healer can be also affected by negative energy. And we have those self-healing techniques that we can do at home also, and we become self-sufficient. So dear seeker, it's already been close to 3 hours that we are together. So just to share, we have the different things that you can do. If some of you are new or you are going to SSRF, our live stream. So from Monday to Saturday, we have the collective meditation at the same time from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Central European time. So you can come anytime. On 16th of December, we'll have the fundraiser where we'll be sharing about One World, One Family, the experience of SSRF Saint traveling across the world and meeting seekers from different walk of life, following different paths, but experiencing the same thing, that unity, that family feeling, because spirituality is a real bridge to experience that oneness. We have also one online spiritual meeting as well as online spiritual meeting satsang, where you can come join on our platform and you can meet seekers from different parts of the world, where you can learn spiritual practice and you get spiritual guidance also as per your situations. And all our live stream as well as our online platform are free of charge, because everything is done as our spiritual practice service to God. But you can always support us and help us in two ways. One is by donating to support SSRF activity, as we are presently also establishing an ashram in Europe, in Germany, as well as all the SSRF activity of traveling across the world to spread spirituality. So you can always support us. You can also share with others. If some articles you like, or the live streams, you can share SSRF website or live stream to your social platform, to your friend, relative, whom you feel may be interested about spirituality or to want to grow spiritually. So it is as per what I shared, I will be pasting the different link in the chat. So just dear seekers, don't hesitate if you have questions that has not been answered today, or it generated further questions, you can always ask on our live chat facility. So dear seeker, wishing you a blissful and weekend, and hope to see you maybe next week in one of our live stream. And namaskar to all.